Oorah to ashes, Space Marines. We're back with Doom 3. We have descended from the Mars base up above to the caverns down below, where the excavations were done, and oh no, they found demons. And speaking of finding demons, we have found some demons ourselves, which is not surprising. Well, our friend is eager to go, but it would be kind of a waste to use our soul cube on these fellows. They're just here to give us a little greeting. Dr. Petruger, of course, as usual, he's got a case of the giggles. He's very amused whenever we make a little bit of progress, get forward a little bit, and he sends out some demons. It's what he likes to do. You know, if we're dead, he's going to have a much more boring life. There's grenades down there. I never use grenades. Who is he going to sick the demons on when we're gone? He doesn't think about these things. Going to be real bored until the ships get here from Earth. So, we're here in the caverns now, and it results in a nice change of environment from what we've been seeing so far. Most of the game has been like the whole metal and gizmos and electronics and gears of the Mars base. And then we had like a little bit of variety with Hell. But then it was just right back to the Mars base. Oh, hold on. It was right back to the Mars base, which I thought was a strange decision. Like, building up to go into Hell, and then it's just one level and you come right back. I always thought that was kind of weird. But now we're down here in the caves, and, you know, it's something new to look at, you know? An unsent email. Let's see. Marked urgent, priority 1, security request from admin Gibson Goldstein. Hello, Gibson. In need of immediate assistance, multiple injury reports. Something following an explosion of unknown origin. Weapons fire can be heard from my stay. He was not able to type out the whole email. Well, I'm sorry to see that. Oh. Pulled your seat out from under you. Well, you're lying down now. You're in a bit more of a comfortable position. I don't think we have the option to send the email ourselves. Well, who would receive it? Who would even receive it at this point? I guess Petruger could still. Is Petruger even still monitoring his emails? I don't know. I saw someone walking down there. Not very secure. I don't think we can move the chair anymore. Oh, no, we can move the chair a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I mean, maybe you want to take a souvenir from the Mars base. Take an office chair with you, you know? Sometimes when the office is, you know, the company is in bad financial straits, it's going to be declaring bankruptcy. They're going to be liquidating the place. Hey, take some office chairs with you. Office chairs can be expensive, and there's something you can use at home. Like maybe they got the real good office chairs in there. And they're just going to be, you know, who knows where they're going. You can put better use to them than they can. Oh, I don't think I can move my office chair past this pipe. Well, it's Gibson's chair. It's Gibson's office chair. I can't, I don't, well, maybe. Maybe I can get it across. I mean, you don't need a chair. Yeah, I can't move that across. I'm sorry. Oh! No, No, I don't think it doesn't seem to be happening. Well, maybe this gentleman could appreciate a fine office chair. You know the USC probably pays pretty good for their chairs. You don't need a chair, of course. So, like I was saying, we are in a new environment, and hold on, we'll talk later. I feel like Doom 3 probably could have done with a bit more variety in the environments. Like one part I did like was the monorail, where we rode on the monorail to get from Alpha to Delta. I thought that was kind of nice, like have a little vehicle segment, and then it turned out there was someone with you in the monorail. Lift access is offline. That being that big cargo elevator down there. We could try to slide down there. No, probably is not going to work. I feel that probably John Stalvern could do it, but we're not going to try. There we go. Thing about Doom 3. Oh, hold on. The thing about Doom 3 is one of the most dangerous parts are the environmental hazards, such as dying from falling, like we could do right here. Hup. Unlock cargo lift controls. There we go. All right, we're going to bring that big elevator up. Transfer schedule. Well, you can read to 6:30 large artifact removal. Is that you? Are you the large artifact? No, you're small. Sorry. You're not that heavy. Completed by 7:38. 8 o'clock final artifact removal. 12 o'clock construction container transfer. 18:30 portable equipment removal. All right, so doesn't look like that they had completed their schedule by the time the demons attacked. What was that noise? I do like that they're just trying to startle you with, like, darkness and, like, weird noises at this point in the game. Like, after everything that's happened. Oh no, what was that? I heard, like, the sound of someone walking. I also do like how in this area of the game, ever since we got to, what, Delta 4, the dead bodies tend to just be skeletons. Like, previously, they were entire corpses. Now, there's just bones. There's nothing left there. No meat at all. Like, what happened to them? That just completely disintegrated everything but the bones? We don't know. We probably will never know. Another email to read. Let's see. Shipment manifest details. This shipment contains various small artifacts packaged in the lower level research area. Items were packaged quickly due to the shutdown deadline, however, damage should be minimal. Authorized by transfer coordinator, Bill Kirtley. Well, they had a deadline to get everything out of here. And they sure are dead. Huh? Yeah, you like it. You like the joke. Alright, so we opened this up, and we got the cargo elevator working. Let's bring it up.
Call to station.
Here it comes. It takes a little bit to get here. We continue to move further down underground to whatever it was they found. Let us continue our descent. Our physical and also metaphorical and symbolic descent. From when we first arrived to the Mars base, fresh-faced and full of dreams, and maybe... as to the new friends and romances we would find here, only for everything to become demons. Demons attack, it turns into hell, and, well, our dreams are... things did not go as we expected. Though, maybe in the face of all this crisis and horror, maybe love can bloom on the battlefield after all. But, hold on. Not love with that fellow over there, because he's shooting at us. And, our path got broken. We're gonna have... like, we would have been going across to that, but we're gonna have to get there manually. Love can emerge from where you least expect it, after all. Well, that went okay. Oh. Any more bitey balloons? Don't see any. Did you hear that whole spiel I went on about finding romance and love blooming on the battlefield? That's a line from one of Earth's greatest poets from a few centuries ago. Makes you wonder if the Martians... What was Martian poetry like? Oh, I accidentally tapped that trigger. Well, maybe it's more like the Soul Cube didn't really want to get into the subject of Martian poetry and literature and interactive entertainment. Maybe that just makes the Soul Cube sad. It reminds the Soul Cube of its society, which is long gone and never returning. Like, maybe the Soul Cube had friends and lovers and entertainment that it enjoyed. What does it have to look forward to now? I mean, seeing what humans came up with, you'll see what, you know, the descendants of the Martians, see what kind of culture they created. But it's not quite the same, you know? It's not quite the same. It's not your people. It's not your place in time. That's never coming back. But despite that, you know, things could still be fine with the proper guidance. It just occurred to me as I was saying this... that, you know, if the Soul Cube comes back to Earth with us, we're going to, you know, keep an eye on the Soul Cube, make sure that it doesn't start a YouTube channel talking about how good the old days were and how these new humans are ruining everything with their, you know, their new culture, and it can go down a bad rabbit hole, you know? Nostalgia is fun to engage with, but you don't want it to become your whole life and identity. What are we talking about? Well, it's kind of a weird thing where... Oh, hold on. We'll talk later. Well, it's like I was saying, there's kind of a thing that happens where someone might feel like the earlier years in their life were the best years of their life, and they associate a lot of that happiness with the entertainment and, you know, and products that they consumed, putting in an inordinate amount of importance on those things, and feeling that it's just not the same these days, and deciding to blame, you know, other people, you know, people of maybe younger ages or coming from different backgrounds as maybe ruining that. Hold on. Now, of course, being in the Space Marines, the military is also an organization that places quite a lot of importance on the concept of tradition, so certainly something that, you know, we'll be encountering as part of the core. But, you know, also seeing people who were very attached to the cartoons they enjoyed as a child, and maybe feel like they need to get up on the soapbox and start yelling about how it's all ruined now. I mean, but look, kind of one of the only things I do for entertainment is just watch bad YouTube videos. So, you know, you'll come back to Earth with me, you'll see it yourself. Don't make your own channel. If you want to make like a history-based channel about what it was like on Mars, you know, that's something. But like, resist the temptation to talk about how much better things were back then and how it could be like that again if only those people would get out of the way. It's okay. I get it. You understand. You understand. You understand. Okay, so we got like an environmental platforming puzzle, which Doom 3 is not good at. But we got one here. So I will die if I drop down there. I have to drop down onto the moving platforms as they go in and out. This is the closest one. Let's drop on that. Then that one's going to come out. Huh. There we go. Huh. There we go. I'm losing health, actually, as I do that. Not much, but I was taking damage just by falling that small amount. Alright. We got down to the bottom. Extend access ladder. Alright. We'll be able to get back up. You shouldn't attach so much of your identity to your entertainment, bro. I know. I know. I understand that. As for some people, it's all they have. Speaking of all we have, there's not much to be had down here, but there are some items over there. Oh, and we got a friend. We found a friend. Hi, how you doing?
What are you doing here? You're gonna attract attention and then they'll come. Get out of here now. Take that key card. It'll help you get to the surface.
All right, well, I heard a beep as I was talking. I accidentally picked up the key card. I got too close to it and touched it, but we have the key card. Well, sir, you're saying don't make too much noise or they're going to come? Look, if I was a more crass sort, I would make some sort of joke about how I haven't come yet. I am not that sort, sir. I am not that sort. But I am the sort to seal a friendship with a kiss, so, mwah.
I'm not going anywhere until I know all those things are dead.
There's a lot of things. I can't actually promise that all the things will die.
You can't stay here. You're making too much noise. They'll come for us.
I mean, making noises. We make noise is what we do. We're loud. We're large and in charge. That's right.
Will you please leave me alone and go get some help?
I am the help, sir. Like, I'm the only help that's coming.
You can't stay here. You're making too much noise.
Fine, fine. Fine, fine. I'll go. Look, some people just are not ready to, for social interaction. Some people just get uncomfortable by it. We have to respect that. We have to respect those boundaries. Let's climb this ladder. Do you want to sing with me the traditional folk song of climbing ladders? I did a little bit of it before, but it starts, sometimes you have... Oh, hold on. We're at the top of that already? Okay, we have to climb up the other side of this. So, well, not really enough time to start singing. Not enough time. Look, human culture is wide and complex. And wonderful, really. It's just that you can't have too much of a narrow focus on which parts you want to engage with, really. Hold on. Look how many balloons there are. Is that all the balloons? Oh, one more. One got a straggler here. Was a little low on helium. What were we talking about? It's nice having so much ammo for this. Alright, we got the key card, which means we can now go back and open this door. What does this say? This area is being shut down pending removal of all artifacts due to the structural instability issues. Shutdown procedures will begin after the science team is transported to research artifacts to the upper level. Make sure all work crews are aware of the final seal date. We do not want a repeat of Phase 1. No one wants that. More detailed versions of the task list will be sent out to the appropriate shift managers. Seal Construction Containers Team 2, Portable Equipment Removal Team 7, Generator Shutdown, Ty Leeson, Security Lockdown, Brad Stevens, Filter Chamber Shutdown, Brad Stevens. Okay, so the reason that they had a deadline to get everything out of here is because the place is falling apart. It's going to collapse in on itself, which means we probably need to hurry. But not hurry too fast, because we did get a PDA. Let's read. From Robert Cody. Robert Cody is in maintenance. Couple of emails from Maintenance Control. Mr. Cody, several crews working in the caverns have reports of at least a dozen generator failures after the recent seismic activity. Please assemble your assigned team and report to Maintenance Supervision for the detailed report. We need those generators operational as soon as possible. Thank you, Maintenance Control. Problems with the power. Problems with electronics. We've been seeing that before. For Mark Robertson, sorry old pal. Hey Bob, I see that you've been assigned generator duty again. Good luck down there with the howlers. Remember and try to keep your team focused. I was assigned down there last month, so I'm very aware of how difficult it can get, especially with all those tremors. Anyhow, give me a shout when you get some free time. We can hit up one of the common areas and down some suds. Talk to you soon, Mark. No one wants to be assigned down here. Dangerous conditions in the caverns. Let's listen to this audio log.
Audio report regarding dangerous working conditions in caverns below Delta. This is Bob Cody. Today is October 18th, 21:45. My crew's been rewiring the generators as ordered for the last several days. We can't finish the work. We're stopping after today. This job ain't one time. We'll be collecting our gear and tying down what we can. We call them howls because that's how they start. First the howling gets louder and the screaming, then shaking earth. Mars quakes, rolls everything around. Makes walking on the catwalks impossible, working with voltage. Stupid. They're always as if some of the guys spoke, and I don't blame them. Nothing natural about what we've heard. If someone can figure out what's causing the howls, I'll get the crew to finish the job. Until then, we'll be available for a new assignment tomorrow.
All right, so we hear howling and screaming in the walls, and then there's a quake. What's to be afraid of? Seems like they're just panicking. We got a ladder up here we can try. Wait, hold on, bro. Why would someone assign their entire personality to a cartoon station? Oh. We'll talk later about that. Alright, got a little secret stash of ammo over here. Always appreciated. You know, I wasn't really sure how to do the ladders properly in the VR mod. Like, going up is easy. But when I would try to go down... Hold on. When I would try to go down, I would always just fall off. Because I would approach it forward. And then I realized what you have to do is turn around and walk backwards. And that's how you actually go down the ladder properly. And it took me a while to work out that that's how you had to do it. I kept falling. And fall damage, like I said, is a thing in this game. I know. It's just that to some people, the memories they have from childhood are very powerful, and are just A lot of people feel that the people that they are today were formed because of that early entertainment, which, you know, I feel like if that's the case, then, you know, maybe there was something missing from your later life, but let's not, there's no time to think about this right now. What we need to think about is that the place is collapsing, stones falling from the ceiling, there's a hole over there, and actually, a problem that we're going to encounter is that some of these plates are going to collapse as I walk over them, which would make us fall into the lava. So let's just run across this. Oh, hey. Well, I ran into him, but it was worthwhile because you can see that these two fell as I ran across them. Kind of stuck on something here. Yeah, on this rock. Just kind of trying to stick to the edges. See how these grenades do. Whoops, dropped one next to me. Alright, well, the grenades got him. Grenades got him. Not sure if any other plates collapse at this point. Let's stick the rocket launcher across the corner and just start firing. Maybe it'll hit something. Doesn't seem like it hit anything so far. Let's just peek a little bit. Well, I guess that hit the side of the box. Being able to shoot around the corners is neat. But I guess that rocket hit the side of the box as I was just aiming a little bit too much to the left. Give me a second. All right, let's try that again. Let's try that again and maybe don't fall. Well, some damage was taken. I mean, not nearly as much as shooting ourselves with a rocket. Blowing up that tank didn't actually seem to do anything to him. Alright, there we go. How embarrassing. John Stalvern, the Marine of Marines, the demon-killing Marine, blowing himself up with his own rocket, but honestly, who else? Who else would be able to kill John Stalvern? Makes sense when you think about it. Oh yeah, this is where the howlers are coming from. We read about the howlers. It's being caused by the hell mouths in the walls with like the big demon teeth. Like big demon fangs coming out of mouths in the walls. They didn't mention that in the report in the PDA. That would have cleared everything up. Yeah, we got a problem down in the caverns. The structure's unstable. Becoming increasingly more unstable by the day. We're not entirely positive what's causing it. We suspect it has something to do with the gaping hell maws in the walls. Oh. They flanked me. probably should have taken cover. Did take kind of bit of a damage there. See, I see what's going on here. You just saw the demons, the big balloon demons. They came out of the hell mouths. Got an infestation. That's where they're living. Now, I don't know. These cacos, they're like bed bugs. Once they're in there, they're in there. It's a hell of a thing getting them out. It's not going to be a cheap job, neither. It's like, you ever get one of those little glass homes for ants so you can see how they dig all the tunnels? Like, you can see like a cross section of it. It's looking like that in those walls. I mean, I could try to get an estimate for you what's going to take to patch the whole thing up. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, the bill's going to be pretty big on this one. You sure you want to try to fix it? It might just be better just to call it a loss. You know, cut your losses, evacuate the caverns, leave it to the demons. That's just my opinion. Alright, we're controlling a crane. That's the crane. Well, we started from there, we want to get to there, and the bridge is out. Well, we can look down. So there is a bridge, was a bridge, going across this chasm. Down there, the chasm, there's a lot of lava, and you can see the collapsed bridge is down there. So we don't want to fall down there. So we have this crane. To move that here. Alright, step on that, take a jump, and there we go. I do like the little bits here and there where you do interact with machines. There's not many of them in the game. You wonder if the cave looked like this originally when they started excavating, or is this later? Is this a later development? Because none of the PDAs really mention that the cave is full of ominous glowing red orifices with fangs coming out. Like, none of them say that, so I have to figure this is something that happened later on. Like, that would be something worth noting in your PDA report, I would think. That's probably alright. Sorry I haven't been talking to you for a bit. I was just, making progress back up here. We've almost reached the end of Caverns 1. This is a lengthy level. I'm thinking this is probably the hardest level in the game. It's kind of intense, and it's pretty long, and there are some, environmental places where you can die from falling. So I feel like this level, they're really giving you all they got. Alright, but we have found another elevator. This elevator going down to the next sub-level. Authenticating my clearance, but we got an unknown error. Health not looking good. Wow, he survived that. unfortunately, I don't think I saw any health around. Well, it looks like someone was trying to get, well, either to or from this elevator, but didn't make it. Alright. Alright, so we are once again heading ever downward, ever more subterranean, as we're trying to get to the original excavation site, trying to get to the Hellmouth that we have been told about. We'll talk later. I like how that Hell Knight is just riding on the elevator. He could barely fit in it. He's such a beefy boy. He had to pack himself in to fit. But he made it. He made it. Was he, like, just on his way? Or has he been waiting in there for a while? Waiting for us to get here so he can make his dramatic entrance? I hope, like, he didn't have high expectations, because, like, he kind of died pretty quickly. He was hoping it was going to be a bigger deal than that, I'm sure. Alright, let me get this. Okay, good. Restored our health. That was something that I was a little concerned about. We have reached another sub-level, going ever deeper. Oh, and now we're at... Well, this is where the bridge collapsed. Right, here's the bridge, which was up there, but collapsed. There's the crane that we took our little crane ride on. But fortunately for us, the bridge fell, so that means we can cross this little lava thing right here. No problem. Or a little problem. Okay, no. Maybe a little problem. There we go. No problem. Just had to do a little marine bunny hopping for a second there. Well, we've gotten past everyone in Caverns 1. We have reached a room full of supplies and an elevator, and that means we finished this level. We did it. We're clicking to exit Caverns 1, heading into Caverns number 2, Artifact Excavation, the primary archaeological excavation site. All items are processed and transported to Site 3 for evaluation and analysis. And this is the final real level of the game. There's another level after it, but it's really just the last boss fight. So hey, our adventure on Mars is coming to its conclusion. It's kind of bittersweet in a way. But once again, we travel deeper down, to the deepest level, hitting the back walls of Mars. Don't be gross. Sorry. But yes, we'll continue on. Well, I'm going to do my little thing where I stop and start the recording to just make sure that we don't hit any file size problems. So we'll do that, and then we'll continue on in Caverns number 2. Sorry. Just, little bonding happening. You know what they say about people who go through a crisis together? It really causes powerful feelings to come out between them. Really powerful. And this is certainly a crisis, but it's just, like I said before, it's nice to know that love can bloom, even if it is on the battlefield, even if it is between man and Martian cube. Love knows no bounds. But we're starting off in Caverns. Yes, the Soul Cube agrees. Starting off in Caverns 2, we can see like little slots right there. And we know what comes out of those little slots. We know that the spiders come out. So hey, that's no problem, right? No problem dealing with little spiders like that. Except they get you. They give you a little swerve right there. You see a little spider slots and you think it's spiders. Oh no, it's an Archvile and 2 Hell Knights. They get you. I do not have an access card. Gonna need to get one. Alright, Caverns number 2. The last proper level of the game. Not as long as Caverns 1. It does get kind of intense here. More fangs coming from the ceiling. We've heard of stalactites and stalagmites. Would these be stalactites? The demon's last stand, their last defense to try to stop John Stalvern and the Soul Cube from reaching the Hellmouth. The only mouth that John's interested in, though, is right here. Got a little temple. Some people dying on the job excavating. Okay, this is where the artifacts... This is where you came from. This was your home. Yeah, this is my house. Don't look at it. It's a mess. I haven't been cleaning. I know, I understand. Oh, there's the blue key card. We'll get that. And we did see a PDA saying that generators were being installed because there were problems with the power, so let's turn it on. Oh no, we were tricked. That didn't power anything on at all, except demons. You heard Betruger giving his little laugh. He's like, ha, got him. Got him with the old generator connected to demons trick. I mean, it is a trick we fall for. Early in the game, we did press a button for a ladder, and it was actually the spider's button. It's a trick that John will fall for. That's why I need you with me. Set my head straight. Stop old John from making these boneheaded decisions. Maybe a little Martian wisdom is what John needs. Yeah, we were told that this place is unstable. However, unlike in hell, I cannot push this big block around. It is too heavy. I cannot do it. I asked you to please not look. I haven't been vacuuming. I know. I understand. Alright, here's the egg room. This is where the big rotating eggs are. I guess I was supposed to be standing in the middle of that. But I stopped to marvel at the grandiosity of the Martian eggs. Are you trying to say something about my eggs? No, I think your eggs are pretty. Oh, I believe that sound was us picking up a video disc. User video discs. Tablets.
Setting new standards in both archaeological discovery and analysis, the UAC is proud to showcase the latest findings on 4 unique and fascinating artifacts. These tablets were originally discovered in the dig site under what has become known as Site 3. Subsequent examination of the surrounding area and carbon dating of the tablets brought UAC researchers to the conclusion that the tablets belonged to a civilization that existed millennia ago and were placed in a holy burial ground of some sort. Utilizing the best minds in linguistics and UAC proprietary pattern recognition software, the tablets were exhaustively examined. What we found was fantastic. The first tablet provided us with a wealth of scientific data, specifically detailing the mathematical concepts behind teleportation. UAC researchers use this information as the cornerstone for building the Delta teleportation devices. The second and third tablets illustrate an epic story, a story of war, and how, faced with impossible odds, the ultimate sacrifice of an entire race to achieve victory. The fourth tablet details how the essence of each individual was captured and placed in the artifact we now refer to as the Soul Cube. This device was wielded by their mightiest warrior, and with it he banished the invading horde forever. Our researchers are still analyzing a recently found hidden section of the fourth stone and some related fragments. It goes into detail on the invading force and indicates the remaining survivors may have teleported somewhere. Where we do not know, although it seems to reference a map we have yet to locate. To date, there remains no evidence of any type of invasion at any of the sites. Our assumption is that time has removed all but what we now see.
I believe that was the video presentation that I wasn't able to see in the room with the tablets, because the video screen, I guess, was hidden by meat. They're talking about you! They're saying that all of the Martians are in you. That's hot. And talking about these mysterious invaders. Where did they go? Well, I guess we don't need to worry about that. We won't be seeing them again. Ah. Can I get in there? No, I don't think I can. Well, will this actually power anything on this time? Well, I didn't summon demons, but it doesn't look any more brighter in here. weird spiky shell thing as we advance. And look who it is. It's the Vagary. 2 of them this time. It's been a while. We only fought one of these once. Oh. Smacked me with their telekinesis. I kind of thought the BFG would be able to take him out before that would happen. Alright, well, give me a second. Let me just get back there. Alright, let's give that another try. Let's just soul cube one of them right away. Well, it did survive a soul cubing, but it did die from the BFG right after. Actually, I think the soul cube became active immediately due to all of the little spiders getting killed. Alright, there we go. So the Vagary making another appearance. I was wondering what that sound was. Oh. Killing them made these stairs appear. Alright, so the Vagary only saw it once up to now in the game. That's its second appearance. 2 of them at once. That's what those little spiky shells were, I guess. Little spider eggs. Actually, something that I just got reminded of on my way back here. We picked up a key card, but we did not go back to the locked door. Might as well go back there and get some supplies. Why not? You can get that key card and just keep going forward as we did. Now, it looks like if you go back... It looks like if you go back, you do get... Whoop. My flashlight is kind of going nuts here. It looks like... Okay. It looks like you do get some enemies respawning on the way. Here we are. Yes, this door. Well, don't think I need any. Yeah, don't need any more health. But we do have some additional ammo. This is being our last little storage room. And the end of this little, like, UAC metal environment here, I guess, because after... Oh. Okay, now spiders are coming out of little slots. Now they're coming. They were waiting until we came back with the key card. Yeah, you know, they fake you out with those little slots, and then you come back and they fake you out again. You forget they're there, and now they're coming. A little more respawning on the way back. Is it worthwhile to go to get the supplies, since you'll be fighting your way back there and then back again? I'm not sure, but you can do that. Alright. Now let's head further on into the temple, the Soul Cube's house. Soul Cube does not appreciate all these people squatting in his house. No, sir. I should say their house, because apparently the Soul Cube is many, many people in the one cube. Just pack everyone down into the cube. It's a lot of fun in there. Everyone loves being compressed down into the cube. We all love it. See? It's a party in this cube. You remember Laser Lords, Sarpedon wanting to compress the entire universe into a crystal, and he thought it would be a good time. Apparently it's a lot of fun. We just didn't know what we were being offered. We missed out on being compressed into a thing. Everyone loves doing it. All right, got a special-looking glowing door with runes and such. Let's turn them. Another generator. Turn it on, and this time it actually does turn something on. I think that the elevator does need that generator. And where are we going? We're exiting Caverns 2. That's right. We're leaving to head into the final level of the game, Excavation. Primary excavation. The primary excavation site houses the ancient burial chamber. The discovery of this chamber unearthed the stone tablets, soul cube, and many other valuable artifacts. Don't know what those other artifacts are. We know about the tablets and the cube. We've seen those. Apparently there are other things as well. It's a little insulting to be referred to as an artifact. I know. I heard a menacing voice calling for us, challenging us to advance, and advance we shall. But you know, we've done 2 levels, but since the final level is quite short and is really just the last boss, let's not put that off to the next part. Let's just do it now. Let's finish Doom 3, John Stalvern's Adventures on Mars. Let's just finish it right now, get it done. I'm going to, once again, stop the recording and start it. And the Soul Cube, it was ready to go, raring to go. Let's do it. All right, it's time. Are you ready? The Soul Cube is ready. Let's first look around and notice how there is a ton of weapons and ammo all around us, everywhere, of all kinds. Making sure you're getting the impression here. You're getting the message of what you're walking into. All right. The lowest of all levels. The site where it all came from. No NPCs to be found here. No survivors. Actually, that one guy who gave us the keycard in Caverns 1 was the last NPC of the game.
Standards in both archaeological discovery and analysis. The UAC is proud to showcase the latest findings on 4 unique and fascinating artifacts.
I think this is the video disc that we picked up. Yeah, pretty sure that is.
Site 3.
Well, here's the main chamber with this big coffin. Did they get you out of that coffin? It seems a bit big for you. I don't know. There's a chunky boy in this coffin, but we can't open it. We can look at the well, we've seen these tablets before. These are the same. Well, some of them are broken. These are the same as we saw in a previous area. If you just want to take another look at them. We pick up a backpack and advance past the temple into the rough caves. Did any UAC people actually get down here? It doesn't seem like it. There's no equipment or anything past that main chamber. I think this is all unknown territory. That's probably all right. We continue to go further down. Our descent continues. We've some wiggling meat over here. There's some meat in the elevators themselves. Poke, poke. This meat is still wiggling. Squelch, squelch. No enemies here to greet us. No fights to be had. Except for one. The Soul Cube said that we would need the Soul Cube's help to defeat Hell's strongest warrior, who now awaits us, the only one left. The Cyberdemon is here. And can you think of a more intimidating way for the Cyberdemon to be introduced than with, like, just a crotch shot? Yeah, we saw the portal to hell all right up there. Hold on. So, thing to know about, well, first of all, let's take a look around this environment. Let's see what we got. So we have seen the Hell Anus previously, but this is like this is like a prolapsed Hell Anus right there. Look at that. Need to go to see a doctor about this one. But also down there. Oh yeah, there we go. That's where they're coming from. We got the entire intestines here. We're doing a full-on bowel examination of Hell as we speak. My health is very low. Probably need to get on with this. Okay, the Cyberdemon, first of all, is completely invincible to man-made weapons. There's only one thing that can possibly stop the Cyberdemon. And that is our Soul Cube. Sick 'em! Alright, so that's the only thing that hurts him. Now, as we fight, enemies continue to come out of the Hell Anus. And you could probably guess why. It's because we need to kill 5 enemies to fuel the Soul Cube. If there were no enemies here, we would not actually be able to fight the Cyberdemon. So the Cyberdemon's reinforcements are actually its downfall. How poetic? Get him! Cyberdemon fires rockets, as you would expect it to. It's also quite a... Now, you might notice it is a large boy. There is no chance of me kissing him. I cannot even get my face up to crotch level on this boy. It's not happening. Oh, I fell into the Hell Anus. As I was admiring the form of the Cyberdemon. You can't help but admire it. Let me just... I'll get back there. Okay. Do not get distracted by the Cyberdemon's raw animal magnetism. Or the scenic view of the Hell Anus. Do not get distracted by these things. I mean, as far as tourism goes, you could sell tickets to this place. People would come to see the Hell Anus, absolutely. Oh, took a face full of rocket. Didn't hurt that much, actually. I mean, we did kill ourselves with a rocket earlier. That's the only rocket that's gonna kill old John Stalvern today. The one we used to kill ourselves, that is. So I guess the first time you fight the Cyberdemon, the challenge here is realizing that you're not hurting him with any of your weapons. And eventually realizing that the only thing that is doing any visible damage is the Soul Cube. Okay, Soul Cube number 3. Go! I choose you! I'm kind of glad that we fell into the Hell Anus. You know, you're a little curious. Do you just die if you dive into the Hell Anus? Or can you travel and explore? And we found out. I feel that in a modern game, there might be like a secret ending for jumping into the Hell Anus. It's so tempting. Okay, here comes Soul Cube number 4. Get him! So, our adventures on Mars come to an end. John Stalvern said, I must kill the demons. But this time, he was not the demons. Dr. Petruger was the demons. Right, so all of the NPCs, all dead. Swan is dead regardless of whether we killed him or not. We could leave him alive. He's still dead in the ending. And all of the NPCs that we found and left alive, no. I guess they were not found alive. The only one left was John, the only survivor. And Petruger, nowhere to be found because he's in hell and turned into a hell monster. As for the romance between John and the Soul Cube, unfortunately it was not meant to be. It was a short fling, as the Soul Cube did have to sacrifice itself by flying into the Hell Anus and constipating it, stopping it up, so that no more demons could come out of it. We will salute your sacrifice, Soul Cube. Semper Fi. And that's it. That is the end of Doom 3, or at least the base game of Doom 3. End of Doom 3 Quest. Doom 3 in VR. I'm quite surprised how much I liked this. When I started this, I thought I was going to just maybe do like a one-time video. Since, you know, it was October, I wanted to do some VR horror. But there wasn't much VR horror that was released this year. So I decided to take a look at Doom 3, since it seemed like it was a game that would work pretty well in VR. And And like I say, I'm very surprised at just how much I liked it and just wanted to just play through the entire thing and record going through the entire thing. Doom 3, turns out, works exceptionally well in VR, whereas aspects of the game were not really enjoyed that much when the game first came out, such as it being a much slower-paced game than Doom 1 and 2. That it was a game that was focusing more on mood and darkness than the original games. These things ended up becoming positives when playing in a VR environment. The light and shadow, the environments all look really good in VR. The slower pace works because in VR, you do, if you're going to have a shooter, you kind of want it to be slower than a game that you're going to play on a regular console or PC. Like, say, thinking about something like Doom Eternal, which is incredibly fast. I really have no idea how you'd play that in VR. But something like Doom 3 has a good pace for a virtual reality experience. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot, and I liked Doom 3 back when I first played it, but I liked it a lot more playing it now in the year 2022 in VR. Playing through it again all these years later, there are some aspects of it that I remembered that seemed kind of odd. I mentioned before that a lot of the environments are kind of samey. Most of the levels take place in the same kind of metal UAC environment, and then you're building up to the point where you get to Hell, and then Hell only lasts for one level, and then you go back, and that seems strange. That seems like a strange idea. You would think that Hell would be a lot more levels, and that it would probably last for the rest of the game, as that would be the climax. But no, then you go back to the UAC base. Seems odd. This really could have been served by having a wider variety of environments instead of mostly being the UAC metal base environment. Though I did like that environment. There was I liked a lot of the machines and moving pieces that they had. It looks nice. It's just that most of the levels were that. And there looks like there were 27 levels in total. I assume there are 27 levels in the game because there were 27 levels in the original Doom, 3 episodes, 9 levels per episode, 8 regular levels, and 1 secret level, adding up to 27. Is that the reason why Doom 3 had 27 levels? Maybe they figured that was the number they had to have to be a full Doom game? Maybe? I don't know. But it did seem like there were some levels at some, points in the middle when you were trying to get to somewhere, get to the Delta Labs, and you had to go through, recycling. It seems like, why is this level here? Not really sure. It seems like it's just kind of slowing things down. Maybe they just felt they needed to reach that 27 level number. But it would have been, 27 levels would have been fine if they just had a bit more variety. Like maybe having 9 levels be the UAC base, maybe 9 levels being Caverns, and then the final 9 levels being Hell. Something like that would have been, I think, a better distribution. Aside from that, I greatly enjoyed playing the game in VR. I thought Team Beef did a remarkable job on adapting this old game to play so well in VR in a more interesting way than the official VR port, in that you got hands, you got 2 hands, and you can do things with those hands. And you can manipulate and hold your weapons in a variety of ways. I think that this VR port allows for some VR stupidity in a good way. I do like it when a game allows for VR hijinks, and this game does have... It does let you get a little stupid with how you're playing it, which I appreciate. So yeah, that's our adventure on Mars in VR. I hope you enjoyed following along with John Stalvern and his torrential romantic fling with the Soul Cube. That's not it for VR, you know. I would like to record some more VR games. Haven't been doing that for a little while before October, but there's some stuff I would like to do. It's not the end of VR, but it is the end of Doom 3, and I hope you've enjoyed it.